Hey there, CJ Math students. Welcome to homework R.5, operations with decimals. All operations is practice, no calculators. It's due tomorrow, and remember you have your mid-unit quiz tomorrow. So this will really help you out if you understand it. So it says, Sandra is reading a book at an average rate of 2.5 pages per minute. How many pages could Sandra read if she read for 15.2 minutes? So think about it. If she read 1 minute, she gets 2.5 pages. If she reads 2 minutes, she gets 2.5 pages times 2, right? So this is just a multiplication problem, right? So we're going to set up 2.5. Actually, it might be easier to do the longer number on top. 15.2 times 2.5. And it just happens that my decimals line up. Remember, when you multiply, your decimals don't have to line up. All right, so 2 times 5 is 10, carry your 1. We've got 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1, 26, carry your 2. And we got 5 times 1 plus 2 is 7. Before you start another line, always lay your egg, then go to work. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 5 is 10, put down your 0, and carry your 1. And 2 times 1 plus 1 is 3. Let's add them up. We get 0. 6 plus 4 is 10, carry your 1, so that's 1 and 7, that's 8 and 3. But that's not our answer because we have 2 decimal places, so let's go ahead and swoop twice. Once, 2. Alright, so our answer, 38.0 or 38 pages. Cool. I'm also going to help you out with number 2 today, right? So, at a fishing tournament, Mike caught a total of 24.4 pounds of fish. Conrad caught 28 pounds of fish. How many more pounds of fish did Conrad catch than Mike? So we want to do Conrad minus Mike, right? So we're going to write 28 up top. When a whole number doesn't have a decimal, put it in the end. Then I suggest putting the decimal right underneath it. That way it's lined up. And now filling in 24.4. Cool. Empty spaces get the 0, and we know we are subtracting. So let's subtract away. Can't subtract here, so let's borrow. So that becomes a 7, and this becomes a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. Put down your decimal. 7 minus 4 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. 3.6 pounds more. Okay? Number 3, it says, Natalie, Jacqueline, Christine, and Destiny competed against each other in the long jump. Here are the distances they jumped. So Natalie's distance, Jacqueline's distance, Christine's, Destiny's. Which of the following below shows the name in order from first place to last? So basically we're looking for the longest number or the biggest number, sorry, not the longest, sorry, the biggest to the greatest number to the least. All right, so let's line that up. We see that one of the numbers has 3 decimal places, so we'll leave space for 3 spots, 1, 2, 3, and we'll just put decimals right down the row here, and then we'll just go ahead and start filling in. So for Natalie, she had 15.14. For Jacqueline, she had 15.099. For Christine, she had 15.2. And for Destiny, 15.16. Now, everything else gets filled in with zeros. So 0 here, 2 zeros there, and a 0 there. And now we're just reading these like normal numbers, right? So the largest number, first place, is 15.200. Second place is 15.160. Third place is 15.140. And fourth place is 15.099, right? A problem just like this will be on your test tomorrow. Now you just got to remember who was 15.2. Oh, it was Christine. Christine should be first. Answer is B, right? So definitely review a problem like that. All right. I'm also going to help you with number 4. It says Isaiah decided to buy a yearly pass for admission to a local amusement park. The cost of the yearly pass, the cost was a one-time fee of $40. So no matter what, he's got to pay $40. But then he has to also additionally pay $3.50 for each amusement park visit. How much would Isaiah spend on the admission to the amusement park during 1 year if he goes to the park 5 times? So we know he's going to pay $40 no matter what, but then he's also going to pay $3.50 each time he goes, and he goes 5 times. So these two numbers are definitely connected. Let's multiply them to figure out how much he pays for the amount of times he goes. So that's 0, it's 25, carry your 2. So that's 15 plus 2, that's 17. I ran out of space, oh well. 2 decimals, so swoop twice. So once, twice. And you might be tempted to be like, oh, my answer's A. No, remember, that's just how much you paid for the amount of 5 times he went. You got to then do this plus 40, right? And the decimal goes there, right? Plus 40 because he had to pay a one-time fee of $40, right? That one-time fee of $40. So 0, 5, decimal, 7, 5750, all right? So don't just jump to the answer choices. This was a two-step problem. You will definitely see two-step problems tomorrow on your quiz, right? So I would write down two-step problem and make sure you understand how to do that. Number 5, I'm going to let you do on your own. It says combined average. We know combined means addition, right? And then number 6, I'm going to let you do on your own. It says Trayvon had planted a plant that measured 24.4 inches. He trimmed it 3.55 inches. Trimming is like cutting. Cutting is like subtraction, right? So addition on 5, subtraction on 6. Let's go to the back side. For problem number 7, I'm going to let you do this on your own as well. It says a group is hiking through the mountains. They hike 60.2 miles the first day, 48.6 miles the second day, and 68.12. How far they hike in all, right? So operation is definitely addition. The expression, it would be 60.2 plus 48.06 plus 68.12, and then you're going to show your work up here and then put your answer right there, right? So it's an addition problem, right? All right, number 8, it says Martin keeping track of his spending. He started the month with 168.4 in his account. On the first day, he deposited a check. Depositing a check is earning money, right? So we're going to add these two together. These two numbers are combined together. But then he spent $64.03 on groceries and wrote a check for $115.90. Those two numbers are connected, but we're going to subtract them off from a total. So we first want to find a total. So we could say operation is addition and subtraction, right? So we want to add the 450.88 plus the 168.40. And we also want to add the 115.90 because this is the stuff he spends, right? And this is the stuff he deposits. Minus 64. Oh wait, no, addition. Sorry, we're adding it. 64.03, right? So we're going to add these up. This is 8, 12, carry the 1. That's 9. 11, carry the 1, that's 6. So $619.28 is what he has in his bank account. But then he spends $179.93. So now we're going to subtract $619.28. This is what he has in his bank account minus $179.93. Again, this is a multi-step problem. So this is 5. Got to borrow here. We can borrow from the 9. That's 8. So this becomes a 3. Got to borrow from the 1. That's 0. That becomes 18. So that's a 9. Got to borrow from the 6 now because I can't do 0 minus 7. So 5, and that's 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 4. So he has $439.35 left in his bank account. All right, that was a tricky one. Number 9, it says each cookie, you can leave this blank. Each cookie calls for 1.6 cups of sugar. How many cups would be used for 8.5 cookie recipes? So 1 cookie is 1.6. 2 cookies would be another 1.6. 3 cookies, another 1.6. So obviously we've got multiplication here. All right. So we're going to be doing 8.5. It doesn't matter where you do it. 8.5 times 1.6, right? That's your expression, 8.5 times 1.6. You could also say 1.6 times 8.5. It doesn't matter. And let's go to work. In fact, I'm going to let you do the math on this. Just remember that you're going to want to swoop 2 times in the end, okay? And number 10, it says Bonnie worked 42.6 hours last week and earns 11.20 per hour. So if I worked 1 hour, I'd get 11.20. If I worked a second hour, I get another 11.20. A third hour, another 11.20. So I worked 42.6 hours. So to figure that out, again, I'm using multiplication. No division on this, huh? Oh well, it will be on your quiz tomorrow though. All right, I will help set it up for you. So that looks like this: 42.6 times 11.20. I don't have to put the 0. I could just say 11.2. All right. Remember to swoop once here, So once here, so twice all together in the end. And remember, when I get to my second row, I gotta lay an egg. When I get to my third row of multiplication, I gotta lay 2 eggs before I start to multiply. So I'll let you again do the math. The expression was just 42.6 times 11.2. You put the answer right there. That's it. Call if you have questions. Review your graded homework and the correct answers. That will help you. Review your notes. Get ready for tomorrow's quiz.